Good evening, everybody. This session is dedicated to all language lovers. Friends, in day to day conversation, we often use a certain combination of words. One verb, another preposition, one verb, another adverb. So sometimes when we combine two different words, it becomes, a phrasal verb. A verb and a preposition together becomes a phrasal verb, and it is having totally a different meaning. The two words that we generally combine, they are independently having their own meaning, but when we combine them, we get a new word and a new meaning. So the phrasal verb is made of at least two such words. One may be the verb, another may be preposition, or one verb, another adverb. Such verbs generally we use in day-to-day conversation, and that really decorates or beautify our language. You see, language demands the ability of communicating in a different manner. See, the one who is able to communicate in a different manner with a distinction is a good speaker and a good, a knowing person, good knowledgeable person. So we are going to practice this, phrasal verb in today's, series, and we will continue, using these phrasal verbs in day-to-day conversation, just to, make your oration, just to make your day-to-day communication better. For instance, let us take the word call and another preposition of combined together, call off. So it call off is to just end or to postpone, like the working employees of, let us say, X company called off their strike. Call off their strike means ended their strike, just came to a decision to end the strike. Like, the meeting was proposed yesterday. कल मीटिंग प्रपोज की गई थी, लेकिन उसको किसी कारण बस कैंसिल करना पड़ा. द मीटिंग proposed yesterday, or the meeting proposed tomorrow has been called off. That means has been cancelled. Let us say you have made a planning to go somewhere. So your planning to go for a tour has been called off. Yes, the Prime Minister visit to USA has been called off, has been cancelled, or has been ended. Similarly, another word is check out. Just to verify a person. Generally, what happens when you stay in a hotel, and at the time when you are leaving the hotel, generally at that time, the word checkout is being used, just to verify that whether your stay there is complete or not, and whether you have paid the fee or not, you have paid the charges or not, the rent or not. So at the time of leaving the hotel, you undergo the checkout. Similarly, and checkout also means to verify a person or a thing. Like, I will check the contract out, or I will check out the contract. Both are having the same meaning. I will check the contract out, or I will check out the contract. Well, I will check out the parcel. I will verify the parcel whether it is under my name or somebody else. Similarly, another is come around, change an opinion. Yeah, come around means change an opinion. I never liked seafood, but come around after trying fried fish. Earlier, I didn't take any seafood, but when I tried fried fish, I, came around. I just changed my opinion. So I never liked seafood, but came around after trying fried fish. Similarly, come between. Come between means to disturb a relationship. Yeah, after 50 years of their marriage, nothing can come between them. That means their marriage has been quite, reliable, and quite, durable. Nothing can come in between them. Nothing can disturb them. After more than 50 years of their marriage, nothing could come between them. Come up with, think of an idea. Come up with means think of an idea. Generally, the teacher asks you, come up with some new ideas, come up with some novel ideas. So the boy came up with some novel ideas while doing some experiment in physics. Count on, to rely on, to depend on. Yeah, if I am ever making a mistake, I can count on my friends to warn me. See, you can rely upon your friends sometimes. So you can say that while I'm preparing for a competitive exam, or you can say that you're making a preparation, you can count on your friends for certain advice. You can count on your teachers for certain advice. You can say that I can often count on my teachers for any sort of advice I'm seeking for. Similarly, there is another word, end up. Eventually come to a conclusion or to a destination. After thinking for a day, he ended up taking the job. After making a thorough observation, the teacher came up or ended up with the decision of enrolling the child. The principal was in a fix whether to take the child or get him into admission or not. But after thorough observation, he ended up with the decision of taking or enrolling the child. So ended up means eventually coming to a decision. Two more. Another one, find out, to discover. Let us find out what is the reason of his failure. Let us try to find out the reason of his failure. Get across, to communicate something clearly. The professor spoke for hours but didn't get anything across to the students. 1 घंटा तक प्रोफेसर बोले लेकिन बच्चों को कुछ समझा नहीं पाया. The professor spoke for hours but didn't get anything across to the students. Get ahead, succeed, or make a progress. You will never get ahead at this company unless you follow the rules. You will never succeed unless you get ahead with your preparation. You will never reach the milestone unless you get over the obstacles or overcome the obstacles. So, once you are able to get over the obstacles or get ahead with the obstacles, you will always reach the milestone. So, that is how we can make use of phrasal verbs in day-to-day conversation. And so, we will use it often. In the next series also, we will continue using certain phrasal verbs just to enrich your conversational ability or to your communication skill. Thank you. Have a nice day. This is Mr. Eddie Singh on the channel Easy English by Eddie Singh. Thanks a lot.